ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the stream. We're live from Pilsen, Czechia for the 2026 European Equipped Powerlifting Championship. This is the fourth day of the championship. First day of Open, second flight of Open. Two weight classes this afternoon, the 63s and the 83s. My name is Alexandre Nodin, and to accompany me on this journey this afternoon is none other than Honza Hubucek. How are we feeling, Honza?
Hey everybody, thank you Alex for having me. I feel great, I feel hyped up for this session.
So first off, we'll have the 63s. We have a favorite in the class in the person of Solovyova from Ukraine. On forecasted total, she has a 65 kg lead. On the second from Finland, Raya. Right behind her, the battle is raging for the podium. Four athletes are competing for that final step of the podium. We have a wide range of opener too. We're gonna go from 135 to 200 kilos already in the first round of squat. That is pretty impressive. I'm pretty sure we're gonna reach the 205, 215s. Yep, that's 215, the heaviest opener, Solovyova. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squats in the 200s.
That's unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be exciting session. I hope you're ready because we'll start in just a couple of seconds.
Yeah, first lifter out will be Celine Spina from Belgium, 135. There we go, the competition is underway. Team Belgium first. Two Belgian athletes in the flight, one forecasted 8th, one forecasted 6th. Friendly battle going on with Team Belgium. One first squat just to get the nerves out, and we'll see what happens. Nice and smooth.
Just wait for the referee lights. It's a free white lights, good lift. First good lift of this session.
The train continues. Every first lift has been a successful lift in all flights so far in this competition. Second out from Romania, Luca Ionita, opening with 165.
It's just 5 kilos under her personal best. Hyping herself up.
From afar, it looks a bit high. How about from closer up?
Let's see for the referee's decision. Unfortunately, free red with the red string under it, and that means lack of depth.
Yeah, I mean, if we were seeing it from afar, it was pretty clear to see closer up, and the replay does not do her justice. That was indeed super high, but you know, with wraps on and having such a low bar positioning, it is sometimes difficult to find that proper depth. I think more weight on the back could help, but it's also a risky move. We'll see what she decides to do in the second round. We're following suit with Eva Bocquet, Belgium, 170.
From afar, that one looked way better. And it's a free white lights good lift. She's on the board.
Yeah, she seems a little tilted forwards, but maybe that's just the way she squat looking at the ground. I feel that with more weight she could get folded. We'll see. She'll have to be strategic with attempt selection. Next up, Team Austria and Ruth Vihasa, opening with 195. She's one of those lifters competing for the final step of the podium.
Steady technique. And what about the lights? Unfortunately, it wasn't deep enough. Let's take a look at the replay. Lack of depth. When we're looking for the depth, we are looking for hip crease to be under the top of the knee joint. And unfortunately, it wasn't the case here.
The thing is, she followed the commands of her coach. She told her, go down, go down, go down, and then he gave her the signal to go up. So maybe she was not feeling like it was proper depth, but she still listened and trusted her coach. He'll have to wait a little more to give that command. Janika Silvinoinen, Finland, 200 kilos, and that was snappy.
2-1. Good lift for now.
Yeah, split decision. The red comes from the front, and we've seen a few squat get overruled because of a red from the front this morning.
We'll see when there's a split decision, jury can intervene and overrule the lift, but hopefully it won't be case here.
Discussion is still happening inside the jury. They'll need to be unanimous though if they want to overturn it. But in the meantime, we have Sofia Raya, also from Finland, opening at 200.
Easy opener, 3 white lights, she's on the board.
Yeah, she left no doubts. That is proper depth and 3 white lights.
And I would say still a lot of strength in the tank.
Hopefully with an opener. Next up is France's own and EPF's own Melody Darmon. Good lift operator yesterday, competitor today, opening at 202.5. And with that opener, Melody is on the board. 3 white lights. Good way to start our competition.
Yeah, it was slightly heavier at that sticking point where equipment stopped helping you. But we'll see, definitely, maybe 10 kilos more. What would you say, Alex?
I'd say anywhere between 7 and 12 would be reasonable. Catherine Hall, Great Britain, opening at 205. Also one of those lifters competing for a podium. She's forecasted 4th. She needs a hot start.
Easy opener and waited for the decision.
We're still waiting, and we now know that she's on the board with 3 white lights and a good lift.
15 kilos for Larissa Solovyova, representing Ukraine. Final attempt of this round.
The openers have went by quickly. We only have one more. It is Larissa Solovyova, Ukraine. On paper, the favorite of the day, but she still needs to make everything happen on the platform, and it starts off with 215 kilos. For the record, the World Masters 1 record in the squat event is 241.5. Might not be in the cards today, but we'll never know. very efficient setup. That's the experience kicking in. 3 steps and she's into position to receive the squat command. Down and up. And awarded 3 white lights. So all but 2 lifters on the board. Hansa, we're missing Vaihasa and Yonita. Those 2 that are missing on the board have opted to retake their opener, so it's going to be 195 for Team Austria and 165 for Team Romania, both lacking depth.
I would say it's a reasonable decision not to jump up because we've already seen many athletes bombing up when they decided to jump a little bit more. Then the weight on the bar became just unbearable.
Yeah, and these are the choices you regret and you keep thinking of at night while you're in bed. Why did I jump up that much? The round starts with Selina Spina, Belgium, 142.5. Nice and solid second. That's going to be 3 white lights, a good lift. If she can repeat that same jump, she's on pace to match her personal best squat of 150.
I would say she definitely has that 7.5 in a tank. Maybe might get a little bit grindier. We'll see in the third round.
Now Luca Yonita is back on the platform, retaking 165. Super amped up for it. She'll need to be precise though. Let's go deeper, let's sink that squat. From afar it looks just like the opener. How about the lights, Hansa?
Let's see. Unfortunately, once again, no lift for lack of depth. Unfortunately, when we see 3 red lights, Team Romania can't go to jury to protest because jury cannot do anything about this one.
And even if they could, they wouldn't have because it's clearly high. Eva Bouquet, Belgium, jumping 10, that's 180, a matched PB in the making.
Adjusting her belt on the platform. That's the only part of equipment that can be adjusted on the platform.
Now she stalls midway up. I don't think she benefited enough from the reps here. Usually you want that speed boost, you want that momentum because of the band in the reps. No speed out of the hall, no lift.
Unfortunately, hopefully she could be able to, will be able to fix it for the third attempt.
And someone that needs to fix things is Ruth Vaihasa, Austria, retaking 195. She needs to fix depth. Can she make the proper adjustments to be on the board? She squatted way more than this in the past.
Let's wait for the referee's decision. Unfortunately, once again, no lift for lack of depth.
The same exact ruling. 3 reds. And the coach does not seem to understand, but based on the replay, I think it is pretty clear.
Yes, it is clear for sure.
It's not far, but it's not depth.
Yeah, it's just the borderline. 90 degrees is unfortunately not enough.
Sofia Raya, Finland, 205. A small jump of 5 kilos, but that would be provisional squat bronze. And you can clearly see the difference with a deep squat. This one is clearly deep enough. 3 white lights,
And
205 secured.
I would say great attempt selection by Team Finland. It looked like a second attempt should.
Sometimes speed can be a little deceiving. It's not just like in the classic raw part of powerlifting. Speed is not everything. Looks can be deceiving. Maybe she has 2.5 more, maybe she has 10. Who knows? Janika Silvenoinen to go from 5th to 2nd with a jump of 7.5 in the squad events of the 63s. Knees out. That does look a bit poor from the front.
And unfortunately, 2-1, no lift for lack of depth. Let's take a look. This might be the case when it can be overruled, but at least for the replay from our ankle.
There's a chance because of the white light, but because of the replay, I would say there is no chance. Next up, Melody Darmon from 4th to 2nd in the squad event with 210. We mentioned that anything in between 7 to 12 is what we would have envisioned. She's going for the 7.5. This is as close as it's going to get to our personal best on the platform of 212.5. Time to unleash the beast, Melo. We're not behind the computer anymore. It is time to compete. In terms of speed, it looks even better than the opener. How about depth from Melody? No lift. Double reds from the side, 1 white from the front. Those usually do not get overruled.
Unfortunately, I would say last year here in Pilsen she had the same problem with 215 kilos.
And what do I know? The jury has overruled that squat.
Attention please, ladies and gentlemen, jury has overruled the referee's decision and the previous attempt is...
Good news from Elo. A little surprise from us here at the commentary booth, but they know better. They're closer than we are. Next up, already under the bar, Catherine Hall, Great Britain, 215, a jump of 10 for provisional gold.
And unfortunately, no lift by all 3 referees for lack of depth.
I think it's only fair with the previous squad that haven't passed.
At least she's on the board with 1 squad.
You would think that this fight is somewhat harsh because of a lot of reds, but it's only fair. Rules are rules, they need to be applied. Final second attempt, Larisa Solovyova, Ukraine, 225, jump of 10. And that is a guaranteed squat gold. No one is aiming for more in the 3rd round of squat.
Good fight.
2-1, good lift.
Split decision still, but the red comes from the opposite side of the replay, so that could play in her favor. On this side, it does look like she makes the effort to go deep enough. Yeah, no discussions happening at the jury table. They agree with the call on the platform. So far, the squad podium in provisional bronze, Hall from GB, provisional silver, Darmon from France, provisional gold, Solovyova, a guaranteed gold, Solovyova from Ukraine. We're entering the 3rd round, Honza, with the 150 we were expecting from Céline Spina, Belgium.
Yeah, we expected this weight. She's matching her personal best.
And I'd like to remind you that Vihasa from Austria and Jonita from Armenia are yet to have an attempt on the board. We could have 2 lifters disqualified after squats. Another bouncy squat, 3 white lights, 3 for 3, matching her personal best on the European stage.
That's what we want to see.
And is 165 what you would have wanted to see out of Raluca Jonita? She struggled to hit depth twice. Would you have gone with more weight on the bar to try and sink that squat? Or is 165 the correct decision in your opinion?
Well, if it was a raw powerlifting, I would stick with 165 for sure. But being it equip, I'm not sure. They choose to stick. We'll see.
She knows what she has to do. It looks different, but is it enough? Nope. It is different because she received 1 white, but not enough because she still has 2 reds, no lift. And as it stands, Jonita is going to be unable to compete for a total. She's out of the competition.
And jury has overruled the previous decision, so she is back in the game.
It did look different enough for her to survive, dare I say. So 165 it is. She's forecasted 9th in the competition. Eva Bouquet, Belgium, retaking 180.
Matching her personal best, if successful.
Could not manage the weight just a few minutes ago. What can she do better to manage it this time?
Hopefully she knows some technical mistake that might have occurred before.
That looks much better from Eva Bouquet. 3 white lights, matched personal best.
Great effort. It's nice to see that once it's just a setback and she's getting back with 180 kilos.
Now it is Ruth this time to save herself. Jonita relied on the jury to stay in the competition. You do not want that. Team Austria has bumped up the attempt by 5. That's 200 kilos to find proper depth. And coach, you might want to delay that call to jump up, to stand up with the weight. Just make sure it is deep enough. Ruth is strong. Make it count. Uh-oh, Hansa.
Oh. And this one will be 3 reds for sure. She failed on the strength at the end.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's all right.
2 times lack of depth in 1 attempt, failed on what looked like strength.
That's what
So
will happen.
that is fully determined. Vaihasa will be out of the race. Janika Silvenoinen, Finland, from 5th to 3rd in the squad event with 207.5. Once again, depth is the question.
And what about this time? She convinced 2 referees, 2-1. Good lift for now.
The thing is, when the red is coming from the replay side, I'm a little worried. I think she sits in that squat pretty well. And the jury seems satisfied with the lift. So that is a provisional bronze for Silvenoinen. Sofia Araya, Finland, 207.5 to match that squat, but surpass Silvenoinen on body weight. A medal that is yet to be guaranteed in the squad event. What an effort.
Once again, she pushed it up, but let's wait for the referee's decision. 3 white lights, good lift, great attempt selection. I would say it was just a point, maybe 2.5 more,
Yeah, I
and
think
she might have failed.
just what she needed, and only Hall can take away her bronze medal in the squat event.
Attention please, no more changes for
Catherine Hall is going for 2:15 from 5th to 2nd in the squat event, and an attempt that she absolutely needs in the long run for an opportunity to climb onto the podium.
the successful heroic overhead of Janika Silvernoy and Sofia Raika and take the second place in the squad.
Time to make the adjustment, find proper depth with 2:15 on your back.
And was it deep enough this time? Let's wait for the lights.
It's not my call to make, I'll wait for the lights indeed. 3 white lights, a good lift. So she takes away a squat medal. Raya is out of the podium. Medals are already decided, but not the other of the medals. Yeah, they are decided because Melody Darmo is slightly heavier than Hall. So this squat at 2:15 for Melody Darmo is just to extend her personal best by 2.5, gain 5 kilos on her total, squat bronze guaranteed. But if you look at forecasted total, she was forecasted 9th, now she's forecasted 7th. She keeps on climbing position. Time to PR, Melo.
Oh, that's the driver we want to see. She proves that she's French.
Is that properly locked out though?
Let's wait for those lights.
A little confusion on the platform.
And
We're
it's
still-
2-1. It's a good lift for Melody Darmon.
You know what? I was not expecting a red because it did look super deep. I was expecting maybe a blue for a lack of lockout, looking a little tilted forward.
The bar is loaded on the platform.
But Melo has secured a new personal best on the platform at 2:15 after a humongous effort.
It was. She took the revenge from last year.
Absolutely. Final squat for the women's of this flight, Larissa Solovyova. She already has squat gold. She's looking to add another 10. That's dominance right there, Hansa. Can she do it? This is a matched PB.
I hope so. Wish her all luck to do it. Unfortunately, it seems she lost balance there.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
She didn't get the squat command.
Yeah, but there was not enough time to reset up, I think. But still, with 225, she tops out the class by 10 kilos. She gets squat gold with 215, but lighter than Damo. It's Hall that gets squat silver. But, I mean, solid achievement for Melo, getting squat bronze. I guess it is time to welcome the men's. The 83s, Hansa, 9 of them.
It is.
And some well-known name, Mikola Baranik, Lars Engelmonsen, Vitali Kolomiec. These guys are about to put on a show. Forecasted first at the moment is Baranik, Kolomiec second and third, Lars Engelmonsen.
200 kilos on the bar.
And we'll see, because Norway has a way to find their way to the win. They strategize differently. I know their game. We have to pay attention to them. Openers ranging from 200 to 340 in the 83s. That's insane. First one out, André Nicolai Iremi, 200.
That looks good.
2-1. It's a good lift for now.
200 55 kilos for Jan Šušer representing Czechia. The bar is loaded on the platform from Czechia.
I'll give you this one, Hansa.
All right, it's time for Jan Suser from Czechia with 255 kilos. He's already opening with personal best. Hopefully, there won't be no technical and strength issues. He decided to come back after a few years of pause.
Good fight, good war.
Split decision to the one. No lift, double res. One from the front, one from the right. A chance to be overruled because the white comes from the replay angle. How does that look? Let's be honest. Is it possible for him to get overruled?
I'm a little worried about this one. It was on the board. It was the borderline. Maybe 2.5 kilos more will help to sink it a little bit deeper. This time I wouldn't be that much afraid because the strength is there.
Gregory Hostin, Belgium, 270 kilos to open his competition.
Also opening in PB territory by 10 kilos.
Very wide stance. Those tend to look a little poor. And yes, it does look a little poor. One red from the front, right, one from the right hand side. But lifters are fully aware of this. When you're squatting that wide, you know you have to absolutely sink the squat for it to look good.
The bar is loaded on the platform from Norway.
Next up, Magnus Vapen, 290 kilos, forecasted 7th as we speak. But with proper attempt selection, I would not be surprised if he were to shoot up a few positions. Let's get his day started with 290. Super speedy. However, not deep enough. Just put some weight on the bar.
Yeah, for sure, because I blinked and I missed it.
Those reps looked tight, but he looked to have fire in his legs. I think he's looking strong, just needs to sink that squat. Next up, from Bulgaria, Zdravko Petrov, 295 kilos.
Last year he won gold medal here in Pilsen in 83 kilo category. This time it's forecasting 6.
The opposition is not the same, and look at the caliber of lifters that are here.
And it's a free white lights, good lift. He's on the board.
Same weight for Nojus Zipas representing Lithuania. The bar is loaded on the platform from Lithuania, Nojus Zipas.
Nojus Lithuania, 295.
Yesterday he was coaching, today he's competing.
Can you add a little more green on our scoreboard? That's depth.
Good work, and we have a split decision.
2 to 1, a good lift.
Woodley. Please now
Both
start
side referees in agreement that this was deep enough.
Lars and Monsen.
Yeah, I think the replay showcases that.
3 meters left in this round.
Now to one of our contenders today, Lars Ingo Monsen, opening at 320.
Lars and Monsen.
Very experienced. Won last year, won in Costa Rica, went fourth at Open Worlds. He knows what he's doing. A little shaky, but not difficult. However, not deep enough.
Yeah, I just wanted to wait after he squatted. Let's take a look at the replay. Unfortunately, jury cannot do anything about it.
I think it's the shakiness that has thrown him out of position. But Team Norway has a tendency to play safe. I think just like for Magnus Vapen, they're gonna retake the weight. Another title contender, Vitaly Kolomiets, Ukraine. Forecasted second as we speak, but it's super close at the top with Baranik. Team Ukraine versus Team Ukraine. But 340 as an opener is insane.
Definitely with great attempt selection, he might reach that gold medal. He has also advantage on body weight.
That's just fantastic. 3 white lights. Super clean, super easy, everything in line. A true masterclass of an opener.
Yeah, I still can't believe it. We are in 83 kilo class. 340. And that's just an opener.
And the same exact opener for his teammate in openers of the day, Mikola Baranik, 340 kilos. 37 years old, 23 years of competitive experience. How does that work? Look at the number of reds and how quick it's moving. 3 white lights. I know the plates hate to see him coming to the gym. What was that?
That was really easy, and I'm pretty convinced maybe Team Ukraine might shoot for new world and European record, because that stands only for 375.5 and Mikola is its holder.
Who knows? But if you look at the scoreboard, you can now realize that we have more attempts missed than attempts made in the first round of squats. Sousa, Petrov, Hostin, Hingomonsen and Vapen are all missing, and not all of them have opted to retake. Petrov has decided to go up by 15. Andrei Nikolai opens the second round with 210, jumping for 10 kilos.
Frankie's there for sure, and it's a 2-to-1 good lift. Let's take a look at the replay. That's the same thing that will jury right now do, because they might intervene.
Bars lift for Yana Sousa. 255, a retake from the first round. He opened 5 kilos above his personal best, could not find proper depth.
Hopefully this time it will be better.
Only managed to convince one ref last time around. He needs to for the squat to count.
And what about this time? This time it's a freeboard lights, good lift.
Yeah, this time it was undeniable.
And he's walking off the platform with new personal best by 5 kilos and still has one more attempt to go.
How much do you think he's going to load up?
I would say maximum 7.5.
So 262.5 it is. Gregory Hostin, Belgium, retaking 270. His wider style of squatting awarded him few reds. Fortunately, that's the risk. Is he mobile enough to reach depth in that position? Strong is not the question. He is strong enough.
And is it better this time? Unfortunately, once again, 2 reds from the side. In most cases, when the reds coming from the side, referees, the lift is not being overruled.
So far, one retake was successful, one wasn't. Here's the third. Magnus Vapen retaking 290. A whole lot of speed on his 290, but just not enough depth.
The bar is loaded on the platform from Norway. Magnus Vapen Lambley.
Let's see, a PB of 305. He could be at least on pace to equal that if he scores 290 in the second round. It's still super speedy. It's a little deeper, but still not deep enough for Magnus Vapen Langlete.
Unfortunately, let's take a look at the replay. He's using the technique of dipping slightly.
Yeah.
He's jumping, dipping for the depth, but still it's a parallel.
I don't know what Team Norway is going to do, but with the amount of speed and the strength he seems to have, I would load a little more just to help him go down. So we're 1 for 3 so far in terms of retake. Here's the fourth one, but it's not really a retake. He's out of the board so far, but he's the only one that has opted for a plus 15. Zdravko Petrov, 310 kilos.
Hopefully it was wise decision. Extra weight might help reach the depth.
Yet to be on the board, but shooting for the third biggest squat of the weight class so far.
But it seems like he knows what he's doing. It will look way better.
A little more weight is helping.
A little more, 15 kilos. This might be a lot. Sometimes
In terms of percentage, on those squat, it's not that much. But yeah, I agree, 15 can make a world of a difference. Nausipas, Lithuania, 312.5. Just below his personal best of 315. To surpass Petrov in the squat battle, that is provisional bronze.
At least from our side it looked clean, and it's a free weight lights good lift for 2022 World Men's Junior Active Championship champion.
Next up, Lars Ingo Monsen, our final retake of the round, 320. Just like Magnus, speed and strength did not seem to be an issue at all. And this is where the experience needs to kick in.
And what about this time? Unfortunately, once again, 2-1, no lift for lack of depth.
Do you think they're gonna do just like what they did for Magnus? They've decided to go up by 10. I think this would help Lars too.
It might help. And jury has overruled, so now they can go up 20 if they want.
Yeah, Lars Ingo Monsen is on the board. But we're still missing Austin and Lappen. But out of the 5 that were out, 3 have made an event. 2 more attempts in the second round. Kolomiec and Baranik. One is jumping 15, the other is jumping 20. Vitaly is first with 355. Is he stuck somewhere? He seems to be looking at his left side. Can't quite understand what happened, but that's going to be a no lift since he received the squat command.
Yeah, he hit the rack.
Yeah, he didn't walk backward enough. He clipped the rack. I think he needs to set up further out or right in the center, because if you're not properly centered and not further out, you're going to clip the rack, and that loses him an attempt. 360 jump of 20 for Mikola Baranik. That would guarantee him squat goal since Kolomiec is about to retake 355.
Steady walkout. You need to control every single kilo on the bar.
To the one, he could lift, and only one of the of the racks inert. That could also help Kolomiec.
And we are getting ready and getting closer to 375.5 European world record.
We'll see if he loads it. So far, the squad podium, Igor Monsen with 320 in bronze, Kolomiec with 340 in silver, and a Baranik guaranteed gold with 360. Bronze is subject to change because CPAS is to shoot for it in the third round of squad. A round that won't start with Iremi from Romania. He's decided to X out his attempt. It's going to start with Austin, one of the 2 lifter we are missing on the board. 270 again. The third time he's attempting it on the platform. Let's put it this way, it's a personal best of 10. So high risk, high rewards, opening this high, but is in a difficult spot right now.
But unfortunately, once again, 3 red lights and he's out.
Yeah, unfortunately, as you said, he's out of the competition. But it's only fair. I mean, they're not gonna give him a free pass just because it's sad. And he's a competitor. He's gonna understand that, and he's gonna get back to work and become better. Now, Jan from Czechia, 270 kilos plus 15. A huge personal best attempt.
And let's wait for those lights. It's 2-1, a good lift. Let's see if jury will budge on it or not. But definitely, strength-wise, it was a reasonable jump since he was on the board with his second attempt.
Magnus Vapenlanglet, no way. He's not retaking 290 for a third time. They decided to add 10 more kilos on the bar. But apparently the rack is a little too high. They're going to readjust it. Hopefully this doesn't play with his head, doesn't change his focus. He needs 300 to be in the competition.
And he knows that he has support in the crowd. He'll fight for those.
We know he's good for it. He's absolutely good for it. Just sink that squat, make the adjustment, make the effort. It's either he gets it or he's out of the race here in Pilsen, Czechia.
But unfortunately, once again, I would say the 300 looks similar to 290. Same case, no lift, 3 red lights for that.
So he's not going to be able to compete for final placings. He's not going to be able to register a total, but he's still able to compete for individual medals. And he has a chance at one in the bench press event. Hopefully he can keep his head in the game. Zdravko Petrov, Bulgaria, 320, a jump of 10, PB attempt of 7.5.
Gets a bit grindy, but it's a 3 white lights and a good lift for Team Bulgaria. He might have lost a bit of the balance on the way up, but he managed to keep the trajectory on the bar and pushed it up.
No, Sipas, 320. Jump of 7.5 for a provisional squat podium. From 5th to 3rd, PP of 5 with that jump of 7.5.
It will be nice to see the battle for that squad bronze medal. It's either Noyus or Lars. And what a fight
Oh, the
by
infinite grinder.
Good fight.
2-1, good lift. He gets this one. Let's take a look. Celebration, definitely the reason for Team Lithuania to celebrate.
So Ingo Monson is provisionally surpassed. He's out of the squat podium, but is the next athlete to squat. 3:35 is the final attempt. Team Noah has chosen for Lars to go from fourth to third and to keep on improving in the competition. He was nominated with 3:47.5, but with the way his opener went, they could not go for it being a jump. The thing is, regardless of what happens with this lift, it's already going to hurt his chances at the title. It was nominated first with 910. 12 kilos is a lot on a total. Stand up, Lars. Ooh, what a way not to tilt backwards. 2-1, a good lift. Great reaction. A poor start, but a strong finish in the squat event.
Yeah, let's take a look once again on the replay. Just dip for the depth.
Right about here, I thought he had lost it. But no, strong enough to stand up with it. And he regains a squat medal. That'll be bronze for him. And Baranik has decided to X out his final attempt. 360 and a gold medal is enough for him, of course. So 355 is our final squat. Vitaly Kolomets is retaking his second attempt. He didn't really take because he clipped the rack and re-racked immediately.
So we will see. Hopefully the walkout will be better this time.
They haven't changed the rack. He's just taking an extra step.
Good fight.
It's a free white lights, good lift. This time that one extra step really helped him to squat 355.
Lars Ingo Monson representing Norway. Vitaly Kolomets squat silver medal. And Mikola Baranik squat gold.
That is the end of the squat event. Squat podium. Bronze medalist Ingo Monson, Norway 335. The 355, which is witness, has granted Kolomets his squat silver, and with 360, Barnix leads the charge and gets squat gold. We'll be back for the bench press starting off with the women's in about 9 minutes time. See you there. And just like that, we're all back in action. The stream is live from Pilsen, Czechia for the 2026 European Equipped Powerlifting Championships. Unfortunately, an up and down squat session, multiple lifters bombing out, one on the women's side and two on the men's side. Time to bench. Even if you bomb out, you're able to compete for medals. We'll see what happens. 4 lifters have changed openers up and down. Range of openers from 97.5 for 2 lifters to 150 for the favorite of the 63s, Larissa Solofiova. The first one to open is Selina Spinar from Belgium. She has a PB of 120, 97.5. Seems kind of far of that. We'll see if she opens raw and then goes equipped. Nope, she's in a bench shirt.
She might be hurt.
Maybe she changed equipment. Maybe she takes bigger jumps. We'll see. But with that bench opener, you somewhat want to be conservative. Get a feel for the bench bag. Get a feel for the rhythm of the commands of our chief ref. But also in equipped, you have to find that sweet spot. If you go too light, the touch is going to be super difficult. It's a fine line.
We'll see if 97.5 will be the sweet spot for her. And it's a free white lights, good lift. It seems like 97.5 was just there for an opener.
Bar is already loaded for Team Romania because it is the same weight, 97.5 for Luca Ionita, who unfortunately bombed out in the squat event. No, she didn't. She was on the verge of bombing out. It's only Vaihosa who bombed out. Got overruled to a good lift by the jury after a third try at 165. That was a close call. Interesting foot positioning, one we don't see often.
But she'll be legal as long as the feet are in contact with platform.
2 to 1. A good lift, one yellow from the side. They'll slide below the hamstrings, but I think the glutes are in contact. I think that fits the rule book. Eva Bouquet, Belgium, 105, squatted 180.
And jury's overruling previous lift.
I'm not giving my opinion anymore. I'm just jixing lifters. So what's the ruling for Eva Bouquet? Because on our screen it is still clicking that the jury is overruled. I would love to say that I can't see anything wrong with the lift, but I'm not giving my opinion.
Hopefully it will be a good lift.
Referees, please your decision for previous attempt.
One ref has clicked the remote. The second one too. We're missing the left hand side ref.
It looks
Oh,
like
we have one red flag,
Side referee, please your
two
decision.
reds,
We have a split decision.
Oh.
so
2-1.
2 yellows. Something was not in contact with the bench. That's what's to be signaled by our left hand side ref, but I don't know how the chief ref picked that up.
maybe she might have skipped command or something.
No, because they've indicated that it was for the glutes.
Oh,
Ruth Vaihosa, Austria, 110. She's the one that unfortunately did not secure a squat. But thankfully she secured a bench.
For Austria, 112.5 kilos for Janika Silvennoinen, representing Finland. The bar is loaded on the platform from Finland. Janika Silvennoinen.
Janika Silvenoinen, Finland, opening at 112.5. Squatted a solid 207.5. She's forecasted third in the class.
Yeah, right now it's time to secure the opener and add as much kilos as possible on the bench press. She seems to struggle with that opener. Alex, have you seen what happened?
Yes, I have, and I'm not sure it is struggle with strength. Maybe, like I said, it is just getting accustomed to the bench pad, getting a proper touch, using the momentum out of the chest in the correct direction. I think she might have pushed a little backwards. We'll see. There's 2 more chances to secure an attempt. Catherine Hall, Great Britain, opening at 115. Not the most precise touch we've ever seen, but apparently it works. 2 to 1. A yellow from the right hand side. Is that for the glutes?
We'll see. Doesn't seem so, at least from the camera angle, but jury and referees are closer than we are.
Looks like the lift will stand, so she keeps that momentum going from squat silver to a solid opener. Next up, Mélodie Darmon, France, opening on a personal best of 2.5. That's 120 on the bar. It's either some great progress happened in the gym, or she's going with something a little ambitious.
I would say the great progress.
Yeah, everything is pointing towards that. 3 white lights, and she's loving it out there. 3 for 3 in the bronze medal in the squat event with 1 massive grinder. New personal best with that opener.
Great effort by Melo. Hopefully the rest of attempts will be the same.
It's only up from there. And the thing is, she's forecasted 7th in the class, but they're playing games with her opener just to keep the others and the other nation on their toes. They have to keep guessing. Sofia Raya, Finland, 122.5. Very close to our personal best of 125. What did you see here?
Well, I'm not sure. I would say there was some problem with the equipment, or I just hope it's not a strength issue. I would say just get used to the pad and recover on the second one.
Yeah, I think there is no way they bump up the attempt. Surely there's going to be a retake coming in. Larissa Solovyova, Ukraine, 150, final opener. The thing is, with the equipped bench press, it's almost like the skill gap is infinite. You can keep on progressing using the equipment, going with a tighter and stiffer shirt. So opening at 150 after 29 years of experience is pretty fair. Look at that.
Easy work.
3 white lights, good lift. She's on the board.
It seemed casual.
And that's how openers should look.
Is one of our 102.5 kilos for setting Spina, representing Belgium.
So that closes out the first round, and provisional bronze is Hall, provisional silver is Dalmont, and provisional, I would say guaranteed gold is Solovyova. To open up the round, we have Céline Spina, Belgium, 102.5, a jump of 5 kilos.
Fighting for this weight,
Good fight. Waiting for the decision. We have a split
but unfortunately, 2-1.
Yeah, as she was fighting, some movement happened in the glute area,
Romania, the bar is loaded on the platform.
and both side referees seem to think that the glutes have left the bench pad.
Come on, Luca, come on, Romania.
102.5 for Luca Ionita, who is yet to be on the board. So far, the same scenario as in the squat event. Hopefully she does not rely on the third once again to be on the board. Juries overruled the previous lift for Spina. They seem to think it was movement, but still contact.
And what about this time? This time it's a 3 white lights, good lift. And she's getting on the board. Doesn't need to rely on jury.
Would you say that's a sumo bench press?
Yeah, we might call this one sumo bench press.
Loaded on the platform from Belgium.
New technique just dropped. Eva Bouquet, Belgium, retaking 105. How about the lights for this one, Hansa?
3 white lights, good lift. She gets on the board.
12.5 kilos for Yannicka Silvenonen, representing Finland. The bar is loaded.
Still two lifters were missing on the board. Silvenoinen from Finland that we're going to see retake 112.5. And Raya, also from Finland, who's to retake 122.5. So far, both retakes have been successful. How about this one?
Come on, Yannicka, come on, come on, come on.
It gets grindy.
Fortunately, no lift.
And it's a no lift right now. She wasn't able to lock right elbow.
Very difficult reopening of the elbows, I would agree. But I still think there is a chance that she gets it on the third. 115 for Ruth Weihauser, Austria. 115 is not yet a personal best, but it's getting close, just 2.5 below.
It was a grind.
Multiple pauses and apparently a dip. Triple blues and triple blues.
Yeah,
All that blues is about to have me sing.
The bar is loaded on the platform from Great Britain. Catherine Hall.
Next up, Catherine Hall, Great Britain, 122.5. Jump of 7.5. The biggest jump we've seen so far, but Not the biggest we're going to see. Wants to go from third to second in the bench press event of the 63s.
And what about the lights? It's a free weight lights, good lift. Definitely looks better than the opener. No problems with the pause this time or touching the chest.
The bar is loaded on the platform from Finland, Sofia Raja.
Team Finland back out there. Sofia Raja 122.5 for a second time. Not on the board yet. But this one's for a provisional bronze. Hands up. Team Finland really struggling with their bench presses. Their two lifters have missed twice now.
And this one, I'm not sure. I wish that she will be able to fix some technical issues, but from the opener it looks more like a strength issue right now.
So far my prognosis have been bad, so I'm gonna say that she's going to miss so that she succeeds.
I agree, I think that's the best thing you can do, Alex.
Reverse jinx. 127.5 for Melody Darmon, jump of 7.5. Once again, our opener was already a personal best. So 7.5 above that is a whole lot. But you seemed confident after seeing her opener.
Definitely, it was 120 kilos was just on a point for an opener, so I wouldn't be worried at all.
A new personal best and provisional silver on the line for Melody.
Gets a bit heavier, but it's a free weight line, it's good lift. Great call, 7.5 kilo. Melody's having great session so far. How much would you jump seeing this as a coach?
I'm gonna be honest, I think 2.5 is the move. Risking 5 doesn't make any sense. She already grinded a whole lot. Her third in the squat events. I wanted to PR deadlift too. Larissa Solovyova to close out the round. The Ukrainian going for a 10 kg jump, 160. That's 32 kgs heavier than anyone in the weight class. Oh, it completely stalls midway up. Did not see that one coming.
I wouldn't expect this to happen. Let's take a look at the replay.
She's not at risk by any means when you look at her subtotal and the forecasted total based on her deadlift opener. But still, it's a very surprising miss from Solovyova.
It is, looking at the replay, it got stuck in a position where bench pressure stops helping you and you have to push through that sticking point.
And by the looks of it, medal positions are already decided in this weight class. Hall bronze, Darmo silver, and Solovyova first. It's only between Darmo and Hall to decide who gets silver and who gets bronze, but no one is to step on the podium other than these three ladies. Céline Spina, Belgium, 105, jump of 2.5.
And she's grinding it up. 2-1, good lift. Seems like a great call by Team Belgium.
Same weight for Raluca Ionita, representing
just hope every body part that has to stick and stay on the platform or with the bench. And jury has overruled. That was what I was talking about. Jury seems
Seems what?
to know, seems to see.
Jury seems to see. Raluca Janita, Romania 105, jump of 2.5 to break her personal best by that same amount. Three white lights, 2 for 3 in the bench rest, new personal best. Next up, Eva Bouquet, Belgium, 110, a jump of 5.
And it's a free white lights, good lift. Just a setback in an opener, but now second and third attempt, really easy.
It is now time for us to hold our breath and watch Janika Silvenoinen bench. They took 112.5 twice, could not make anything happen. They've decided to bump up the attempt by 2.5, 150 it is. She's forecasted 4th, very close to the podium. She absolutely needs that attempt to stay in the competition. Oh, I think I see movement and I'm not sure she's going to be able to lock it out. One of our competitors is out. That's 2 lifters bombing out in the weight class. One in the squat, another one in the bench press event.
I would say maybe if she took that 115 on a previous attempt, it might move better because she would have more strength to push it up. But
yeah, but it's easy to coach. In hindsight, it's 2020. Ruth Weihauser, Austria, 120. Still decided to jump up 5 after missing 115. But going for a personal best is extra motivation. But I don't think it's happening. Nope, no lift for Ruth. That'll be 1 for 3. There I see. 1 for 6, unfortunately. Not the cleanest day for her.
On the platform from Finland, Sofia Raiha. The lifter missed the first 2 attempts. Let's give them a big
Another
round of
lifter
applause
who's at
for
risk, Sofia Raiha. Team Finland in a difficult spot.
Come on, Finland.
For Sofia, they have not decided to add that little 2.5. They're sticking with 122.5. So the issue must be a little different from their other lifter.
she's a fighter, look at that.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to wait for the lights.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little worried about the distance. It's a free red lights, and that means just one thing: she is out of the race.
I mean, that plays in favor of Team Romania, Team Belgium, because now they're gonna bring back home some solid team points, and we have no lifters from Finland in the race for placings now. Catherine Hall, Great Britain, 127.5 to try and surpass Darmon. That's for provisional bench silver.
She's lighter on body weight, so as you said, she would get that silver position, and Melo will need to fight for that 130. She seems to be a fighter.
Impressive. 3 white lights, 127.5 secured. Provisionally in silver medal position.
It's getting interesting, ladies and gentlemen, right now.
It is getting interesting.
From France, Melody Darmon.
The immediate answer from Melody Darmon, France, 130 kilos. She has already extended her PB bench by 10. Can she add another 2.5?
A successful hero.
She's forecasted fourth with an opener of 75.
Second place in the bench press.
She has the exact same subtotal as Hall as we speak. So if she only bumps up deadlift opener to 155, she'll be forecasted third in the class. 157, and then she's forecasted second. That changes a whole lot of things now with the finish out of the race. But first, another personal best in the bench press.
Wow, this one was just amazing. 3 white lights. This one was way easier than the previous, and Melo goes home with silver medal on bench press.
Personal best subtotal of 15. And with their deadlifts now, there's all to play for. Larisa Solovyova, Ukraine, retaking 160 to close out the bench press for the 63s. But don't go anywhere. Right after this, we have the men's 83s going at it.
The same scenario, unable to push through that sticking point.
But as it turns out, her opener was enough for bench press gold with 150. She tops out the class. Darmon from France second with 130 kilos, and bronze goes to GB with Hall. Fortunately, 2 lifters bombing out. Both athletes from Team Finland are now out of the race. So it's officially now 6 of them battling it out for final placings. Back in the men's we go. Unfortunately, Austin from Belgium, after bombing out in the squad event, has decided not to compete anymore. So it's only 883s. Wappen, who's bombed out, has decided to keep on going though. Openers ranging from 175 to 247.5. First one out is Jan Sousa from Czechia. Sousa?
Schusser.
Sousa. 175 for Sousa. Great control on the way down. As Honza is laughing at me for my Czech pronunciation. Hey, I'm getting better. Why not ask? I have a Czech guy next to me.
And it's a 2-1. Good lift for Team Czechia. 1 yellow might be a bit worrying for some glute lifting out of the bench.
I see lights below the hamstrings. Was that also the glutes leaving the bench? I'll leave that to the jury's discretion. Next up, Naujosipas, Lithuania, 177.5. Oh, there's turbulence on the way up.
He's fighting with that weight.
The thing is, I would advise sometimes towards selling the lift, trying to complete it, but in this case, he knew it was not going to pass. Why would you empty the tank trying to fight it?
I totally agree with you. There was a descent on the way up, and then he just decided to push it up and maybe empty the tank a little bit more than necessary.
Zdravko Petrov, Bulgaria, 195. The shirt is already tucked down a lot for his opener. I think it wets up slightly as he tried to set up. Yeah, good speed. 2-1. Split decision, Hansa.
Let's take a look. One yellow from side. It might be for glutes lifting from the bench, leaving the contact.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
Maybe the feet touch the bench, which is not allowed by IPF rules.
Magnus Vapen, Langlette, 215. Three white lights, a good lift for Magnus.
230 kilos for Vitaly Kolomiets, representing Ukraine.
If we look at the scoreboard, looks like he's going to need something around the 240s if he wants to compete for a bench medal, but we've seen lifters struggle with their bench press, so nothing's decided yet for Magnus. Maybe a little consolation award, that'd be nice. Vitaly Kolomiets, Ukraine, after squatting 355, is opening at 230 kilos.
Fighting with that weight, but unfortunately there was some dips on the way up. It's 3 red lights.
Yeah, I think he lost control, and also his left foot slid a bit. So that does not help.
Maybe he got a bit nervous because he was running out of time. Every lifter has 1 minute to get start command. He had only 3 seconds to get that one.
Possibly. Mikora Baranik, Ukraine, 245. Great speed.
The 3 white lights, good lift. He's on the board with his opener.
I think it's a little early to say, but do you think he's on par with his top bench strength of 272.5?
We'll see.
you don't want to risk answering the question, right? Lars Inge Monsen, the Norwegian, going for 245. His final squat got overruled to a good lift at 335. Can he regain the ground he's lost in the squat event with a humongous bench press? I'm not sure the refs are going to be happy with that opener.
2-1.
Yeah, two of them are happy with it, but left side seems to be signaling a blue. I think it is for downwards movement on the way up.
The bar is loaded on the platform from Romania.
If it's there, it's subtle.
Nicolae Irimie. Final attempt.
Jury seems still discussing this one.
Yep, I mean, there's one hand over the remote, but they're still discussing it. They'll need to come down to an agreement, though, if they want to overturn the lift. And it doesn't seem to be the case. That plays in favor of Team Norway. Final opener, 247.5 for Andrei Nicolae Irimi, the Romanian. He's opening above where he finished in the squat event. Oh man, do we have a bench specialist on our hands? 3 white lights, 247.5 secured.
It looks like a bench specialist. With 270 of a personal best, I think he still has space to grow. Maybe fix a bit of a technique, maybe the bar path could be a bit smoother, and then no problem with adding 7.5, maybe 10 kilos.
Yeah, probably. Who knows? I think the medals are going to get thrown around in this second round. The odds are not really in someone's favor. They're pretty on par in terms of topping strength. No, you see Bus Lithuania retaking 177.5.
This time the lift looks way better, but still we don't see the lights. 2-1, good lift. He is on the board. Seems really relieved, but still it's 2-1, and jury might intervene.
The bar is loaded on the platform from Czechia.
Doesn't seem to be the case.
Now it's time for Jan Schuster from Czechia. 180 kilos on the bar.
You're stealing my time to shine. My check was going to be on point. 180, jumper 5. Stalls midway up. It's not gonna go through for Jan.
This will be no lift, even with the pretty controlled descent.
Next up, Team Bulgaria and Zdravko Petrov, 207.5.
Is loaded on the platform from Bulgaria. Zdravko Petrov.
Second attempt, 2.5 kilos under his personal best. Due to 1, good lift.
Yeah, this one left us wondering. This is why we were waiting for the lights. Surely some lights below the hamstrings, but the glutes seem to stay planted. 225 is the second attempt chosen by Magnus Wappen and Team Norway. It's a jump of 10. the fourth biggest bench press so far.
But unfortunately, he lost balance on way up. One of his elbow extended quicker than the other.
Yeah, he's really struggling to put his best foot forward today. Did not secure his squat for lack of depth. Now he's struggling in the bench press.
But he's a fighter.
He is a fighter.
It still takes a lot of courage to come up after you failed on a squat. Just try to do the best, enjoy the competition as much as possible.
100%. Vitaly Kolomiets, Ukraine, retaking 230 kilos. One of our top contenders is in trouble in the bench press event. Forecasted at 885 when Baranik is pulling away with 910. And once again a dip. Perfectly timed by our spotters. They caught him right on time for it to be clear enough and for him to be safe. Because normally the spotters are not allowed to touch the bar before the command of our chief ref. But sometimes just the survival instinct kicks in. But this time a huge dip and then they touch the bar. Lars Engelmansen jumping 5 kilos, that's 250. Provisional bench gold.
And 250 seems like a great call. Maybe it looks even better than the opener.
Yeah, it proved to be a sensible decision. 250 secured, provisional bench gold. That doesn't guarantee him a medal yet, but he has strong chances at one.
Ukraine, Nicola Barani.
Mikola Baranik, Ukraine, 255 jump of 10. And when Kolomiets stays missing attempts, if he collects this one, I think he would have created too big of a gap.
Good fight. Waiting for a decision.
But unfortunately, 2-1, no lift. Most likely glutes left contact. Yeah, and we might see it here on a replay. Nice and clear.
Such an avoidable mistake because it came in so late during the lift. Andrei Nicolae Irmi, the Romanian, going for 257.5 to guarantee himself bench press gold. Not receiving the command makes for a re-rack, but 10 seconds to
10 seconds.
unrack again, which takes a toll on your body. And now receiving the command.
Oh, I thought he had that. It would be great to see it, but unfortunately
second round of attempts. We are moving into the final attempt.
I just wonder what was the case to re-rack. Maybe look out of the elbows wasn't proper.
80 kilos for Jan Schuster representing Czechia.
So only 3 attempts were made in the second round of bench press for these 83s.
From Czechia, Jan Schuster.
In provisional bronze, we have Baranik from Ukraine. Provisional silver is Irimi from Romania. Provisional gold is Ingo Munsen from Norway. Jan Schuster from Czechia, retaking 180. Match PBO 1 for 3. You decide, Jan. And unfortunately, that's going to be 1 for 3, Hansa.
But at least there's that one green on the board that he can compete for overall medals.
The bar is loaded on the platform from Lithuania, Nojus Sipas.
Bar loaded for the Lithuanian Nojus Sipas. He's jumping 5, that makes it 182.5 for his final attempt.
Far away from his personal best on bench press, but athletes are playing what they have today, and if it's 182.5, then it's this weight. He needs every kilo to stay competitive.
Very speedy off the chest. Seems like it's a nice and solid attempt, and yes, it is. 3 white lights, 2 for 3.
Yeah, he must have fixed all the technical issues he had previously. This could be an opener.
The bar is loaded on the platform from Bulgaria, Zdravko.
Now to the Bulgarian Zdravko Petrov. Looking to add another 2.5 to match his personal best. 210, the 5th biggest bench press of the class.
And it looks like a great call by Team Bulgaria.
Matching your personal best on one of the biggest platforms in Europe, that must be a great feeling. Yeah, you want to perform, you want to break your own records, but this is the European stage. Magnus Vapen Lunglet retaking 225. Just seemed to fall on his right side last time around.
And it's look like the same scenario. 3 red lights, no lift.
Yeah, that equipped bench press is such a love-hate relationship. Sometimes it gives, sometimes it takes back. Today was not a day for gift for Magnus. 1 for 3, only 215 secured. Now on the verge of a disqualification for lack of attempt secured in the bench press, Vitaly Kolomets, the Ukrainian title contender, needs 230 kilos. His PB is 255. Surely 230 kilos is something he can secure. For a chance at a 1 and 2 for Ukraine.
We've already seen many redemptions Let's see and hope this will be the case too. With the support of the crowd, he pushed it up, but it's 2-1, no lift.
Yeah, two technical infraction, downwards movement signaled by our chief ref, and the glutes leaving the bench signal by the right inside ref. Usually when there are two callers turning up, you don't get overruled so you get lift. So unfortunately that means that Baranik is clearly alone at the top. Solo dolo in the race for the title, and Kolomiec is out. A little less suspense for us as viewers, but I think that's comfortable for Baranik. And he's the next one out. Mikola retaking 255 to try and secure a humongous bench first, but more importantly, bench gold.
But this will be no lift.
255 kilos for Lars Engelmonsen representing Norway. 2 lifters left in this round.
Thankfully, Baranik has secured 245, so we still have one of the two Ukrainians.
On the platform from Norway, Lars
And the final two bench presses, Lars Ingemonsen and Andrei Nikolai Iremi. Both looking at bench press gold. One with 255, Lars, and one with 257.5, Andrei Nikolai.
And it's a free white lights, good lift.
Yeah, great execution from Lars. 3 for 3 in the bench press. A great way to rebuild some confidence before deadlift. So he's now forecasted second with Kolomiec out of the race. Final bench press of the day. Andrei Nikolai Iremi, Romania, 257.5. Had to unrack twice last time around. If you want to preserve some gas, make sure that the first on rack is correct and you present the bar quickly.
And still considering he holds in his hand 257.5 kilos.
Yeah, that's 47.5 more than his squat, so I'm pretty sure he feels that.
But unfortunately, 2-1, no lift. One blue, most likely for this end of the bar, one yellow for glutes leaving the bench.
Yeah, I think the glutes left multiple times, and it could be for soft elbows while presenting the bar too, maybe subtle downwards movements, so two reasons that this attempt is not going to count. That leaves us with an interesting bench press podium. Bronze medalist is Baranik from Ukraine with 245. Silver is Iremi from Romania with 247.5. And bench press gold goes to Norway and Lars Ingemonsen with 255. Forecasted first still is Baranik. Forecasted second is Ingemonsen. Forecasted third, the Bulgarian Petrov. Interesting. We'll see what happens in about 9 minutes time. First off with the 63s and then the 83s. See you then. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream. Your favorite show is on. It is time for deadlift here in Pilsen, Czechia for the 2026 European Equipped Powerlifting Championship. Honza, once again, we've lost a few lifters, unfortunately, in the bench press. We're missing 3 in the 63s. So far, Solovyova leads the charge. Second, Darmon. Third, Hall. Deadlift openers rating from 132.5 to 200. There's been a few changes of openers. A whole lot, to be honest. So we'll see who's adapting to who. Dalmo has up the opener from 75 to 162.5, and of course that changes the forecast. With 162.5, she's now forecasted to be second overall. Raluca Unita, first one to open, 132.5. So far she's missed every opener. Doesn't seem to be the case in the deadlift event. 3 white lights.
No, it's not the case at all. It's a 3 white lights. She's on the board.
I mean, with those openers, we're really looking to just secure something, secure a total, secure a position.
And for sure, deadlift opener tends to be the easiest openers to secure the position.
Catherine Hall, 155. Now forecasted behind Darmo and Solovyova. But judging by how easy 155 looks, I think she has a shot at surpassing Darmon. It's going to be a fight between the two to be crowned vice champion, because Solovyova is quite far ahead. Forecasted at 575. If everything goes well in the deadlift event, she can close out on 600. Next up, Sofia Raya, Finland, 160. Very smooth opener, and now you are regretting what happened in the bench press for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely experience. New experience. We'll see what will happen next year, because she will train hard for the rest of the year to never happen this one. Maybe try using Maniac fitness equipment, the best equipment you can use to get ready for international stage.
Celine Spina, Belgium, 162.5. That's as locked out as it's going to get. 3 white lights. And sometimes when lifters try to overdo the lockout like this, it hurts their grip a bit, or they unlock the knees, but this time it is not the case. Everything's fine and she secures a total.
Maybe she just wanted to show the chief referee it is properly lockout.
Mélodie Darmon, France, 162.5.
And this will be intensive battle between Hall and Darmon, because both ladies look strong and ready.
She surpassed each and every personal best so far. She has a PB deadlift of 180. And I think she'll need to pull something along those lines to try and secure second overall. Janika Silvenoinen, unfortunately out of the race because of bench press. She's opening at 170. Three white lights. Opener secured.
177.5 kilos for Eva Bocquet, representing Belgium.
Next up, Eva Bouquet, Belgium, 177.5.
Platform from Belgium, Eva Bocchi.
Forecasted fourth in the class with 467.5. The third at the moment being Hall at 507.5. It's going to be tough to try and mitigate that gap. But solid opener nonetheless, and 3 white lights for Eva in Belgium.
As you said, forecasted fourth, and I don't think it will happen to see her on a podium. But what can happen is seeing her pulling for personal best, with 190 kilos being her top end on the previous comps.
Ruth Vijhosa, Austria, 177.5. Nice and solid conventional pull.
It's the first 3 white lights, good lift, and first lifter pulling conventional in this session.
Conventional referring to, of course, the legs and the feet inside the hands and arms. Sumo being the feet and the legs outside the legs, the arms and hands on the bar. Larissa Solovyova, final opener, 200. Just to put the nail in the coffin, solidify the title at 575, and then see what she has left in the tank.
And that was that, as you said, final nail in the coffin. But it will be interesting where the top end today will be. Do you think she will push for 600 with the second pull?
I don't think so. I mean, it's an ambitious jump plus 25. But who knows? I mean, it's Team Ukraine. They're known to be aggressive when they need to be. She's safe and sound in first position. But now we know she's put in 210. So it also indicates that they might not be pushing for 600 as a whole. For Luca Ionita, Romania, 142.5, jump of 10.
Bit struggling with the lockout. It's a 3 white lights, good lift.
Next up, Catherine Hall, Great Britain, 165, jump of 10 kgs to go from third to second. She's making a strong push, dare I say a strong pull for vice champion overall. It's looking at either France or GB. And it still looks pretty easy, and one thing to note too is that she has body weight advantage against Melody Darmon. So now she matches her total, but she is in second position. You could say that Melody has deadlift advantage because she's going to be pulling last. But I'd say it is very close between the two.
It will be interesting to watch this battle because Catherine seems to have her day, enjoying the competition overall.
Celine Spina, Belgium, 172.5, jump of 10 for the fourth biggest deadlift of the class so far.
Three white lights, good lift. Second one is there.
5 kilos for Melody Darmon representing France.
Once again, as locked out as humanly possible.
Melody Darmon, France, 175, 3 red place for a second attempt. To try and resurpass Hall from Great Britain. $520 is at stake here. That would force Hall to pull 177.5 on the bar.
Good fight.
3 white lights, a good lift.
Now she has to wait and see if Hall is good for it or not, and then she'll have to pull 2.5 more. Janika Silvenoinen is up next. She's going to be jumping 10. That makes it 180. The 2 Finnish lifters pulling 180 in the second round of deadlifts.
Three white lights, good lift. Another lifter securing second attempt. Bit of a struggle with lookout. So let's see next jump being done by Team Finland.
Sofia Raja, 180, but a bigger jump. A 20 kg jumper row opener at 160. But it looks much easier. 3 white lights and provisional deadlift silver.
Yeah, she's fired up after that fail on the benches.
3 lifters after this round. The bar is loaded on the platform from Belgium.
Yeah, nicely timed. She dropped the bar, then gripped it again. Eva Bouquet, Belgium, 187.5, jump of 10. To try and regain provisional silver. Strong second pull from Eva in Belgium. 3 white lights. You better count on her for a deadlift medal.
2 lifters after this round. The bar is loaded on the platform from
2 more deadlifts to go in the second round of deadlift for the 63s. 190 jump of 12.5 for Ruth Vijhasse to go from 5th to 2nd.
It moves steady. 3 white lights. She gets this one. And I would say still definitely 10 kilos, maybe 12 if needed to fight for their medal.
12 seems ambitious, but she'll have the luxury to know what she needs to load. And if it's 12, they're going to load 12. But you can put 4 to 5 names in the hat for silver and bronze. You have Bouquet, you have Vijhasse, Raja, Silvenoinen. All of these ladies can pull. Final attempt of the second round, Larissa Solovoloya from Ukraine. 210, a jump of 10 kilos, just casual. Solovyova's personal best is 217.5.
Good fight.
I think she could be looking to either match it or beat it by 2.5.
Good lead for Ukraine.
We'll see what Team Ukraine will load for the third one. I don't think they will go for 220. This one wasn't one of the easiest what we've seen, but she's definitely the fighter. If she will want to do it, why not? She has nothing to lose.
I mean, you said you didn't think they were going to go for it. Stand behind your words. We'll see. But as of right now, the deadlift podium is Boke in bronze, Vajhosa in silver, and Solovyova secured in gold with 210. Standings in the class: Hall third, Dommel second, Solovyova first. There we go for the third round. Raluca Ionita, Romania, 150 jump of 7.5. Difficult start. The hips kicked back and she was in no position to continue pulling. No lift for Romania and Ionita. She'll be sixth in the class.
Yeah, unfortunately that's disadvantage of sumo because it's more technical. You can't grind that much as in a conventional.
But still, she managed to at least one attempt in every lift, and she in that way benefits from the other lifters bombing out. She ends up in sixth position when she was forecasted ninth. Catherine Hall, Great Britain, 177.5. One of the placing deciders from third to second with this pull. She knows she's safe on the podium, so of course she's going to take that jump. She's adding 12.5. PB of 5 needed for a chance at vice champion here at Euros.
Oh, wow.
Okay, looks like she might have had more. 3 white lights, a good lift.
That creates pressure for Melody Darmon. She'll need to lift her next attempt.
And thankfully we won't have to wait much longer because Melody Darmon is up next. She only has to match Hall's deadlift, 177.5. A jump of 2.5 below our personal best of 180.
But we are not playing about personal best right now. We are fighting for silver position.
Yeah, she knows what she's pulling for. She gets to choose the color of the medal. Do you want bronze or silver? Destiny in her own hands.
Another great grind by Melo.
Oh,
But
and
I'm
the
afraid-
grip on the right side. And then she falls backwards.
She put
So as
amazing
it turns out, Hall will be vice champion and Darmon will be the bronze medalist. The podium: France, Great Britain, and Ukraine. 520 for Hall and Darmon. And it's going to be either 585 or 590 for Solovyova. 6 more deadlifts to go. Céline Spina, Belgium, 180. A jump of 7.5. We're not yet in the male placings of the deadlift event.
Céline Spina.
But unfortunately, it was more of the grip fail.
Little salute to you too. Congrats, solid day.
And we have attempt change coming in.
Spina will be 5th in the weight class. Attempt change that was for Eva Boquet, Belgium. She wants 192.5, just like Janika, just like Sofia. All of those ladies pulling for a deadlift medal. Looks like deadlift medal are gonna come down to body weight, lot number. Teams strategizing around that. For Eva,
She has a
it's a 5 kg jump. It's provisional silver, but it's also a personal best of 2.5.
and she has the advantage of body weight to this fight.
Come on, Ella. Come on, Belgium.
Fortunately, it's the grip once again. That right hand, the friction against the thighs, the nails getting caught in the quads, and the hand opens up. No lift. As announced, 192.5 stays on the bar from 5th to 2nd in the deadlift event. Janika Silvenoinen. She won't be able to walk away with a final placing, but a deadlift medal is still something here at Euros.
Unfortunately, it's no lift. 192.5 kilos for Sofia Raita, representing Finland. The bar is loaded. On the platform from Finland, former
Bar is
junior
loaded for a
world
teammate, also 192.5, Sofia Raita, going from 4th to 2nd with deadlift.
Sofia Raita.
Now it's her time.
It's a guaranteed medal.
Oh, what did we just witnessed? 3 white lights and a good lift for Sofia.
Imagine where she could have been had she had a bench on the board.
Unfortunately, that's a game of powerlifting. Not every day might be a podium, but at least she'll be on podium in deadlift. It was also a pretty good clutch there, because she extended the knees really quickly and then just had to pull all the way with her back.
Next up is Ruth Vijhasse. She's going for 195 just to surpass Raya by 2.5. She's guaranteed a deadlift medal, but she wants it to be silver. She's completely right. 5 kg jump. She's deadlifted 210 in the past. Time to drop the hammer.
Deadlift silver medal attempt for Ruth Vijhasse. Come on, Ruth! What a fight! What a fight!
She is the grinder. That's the advantage of conventional lifting. Let's wait for the lights. 3 white lights. And she gets silver deadlift medal. Sometimes it might get tricky when you're grinding the conventional, that you start to support the bar with your thighs. Wasn't the case here.
Final deadlift for the 63s. The European champion out of Ukraine, Larisa Solovyova, to 15. It is for 590 in total. She's not going to be first in the overall rankings because Blanka Bartonkova has scored 109 good lift points, but she's already in 2nd position, looking to improve her marks, surpass the 106 good lift points. I cannot wait for the down command, so that's going to be a no lift. 105.72 good lift points, 585 in total. 65 kgs above the vice champion. That's dominance. So a quick recap of the deadlift standings. Raya from Finland will walk away with deadlift bronze. Vijhasse from Austria will walk away with deadlift silver, and with 210 it is Solovyova, your champion, that gets deadlift gold. Final placings: a comeback from behind, Mélodie Darmon from France will end up in third, so bronze medalist with 520. Catherine Hall on bodyweight with the same total of 520 is your vice champion, and your European champion is Larissa Solovyova from Ukraine with 585. Time for the men's. 8 of them to deadlift in front of us. Starting off at 180 with Andrei, Nikolai, Iremi. And the heaviest opener is 290 kilos. It belongs to Nojus Sipas, the Lithuanian, going hard in the deadlift event.
Looking at the scoreboard, he'll need every single kilo because forecasted is just 2.5 kilos over the 4th position. So it will be battle.
Yep, that was unfortunately not locked up for our Romanian. Knees slightly unlocked. And so are the hips, but he seems to be limping off the platform. Hopefully he's alright. Some interesting things to notice is that 4 lifters have changed their openers. Magnus has dropped down his, and so has Baranik. Baranik has dropped down his opener by 10 kilos, just looking to solidify the title with the first bull. 220 kilos for Jan Čusar from Czechia.
And it's a good lift with 3 white lights. He took a bit of a time to start pulling, and it was just enough to secure opener. He's on the board with all 3 lifts.
Next up is Magnus Vapen, 225. With him dropping down his opener and loading it to 225, just 4 plates on each side, he had me wondering if it was about to come out or not, just giving a minute of rest to his opponents, but he is on the platform, ready to deadlift. Super comfortable opener.
3 white lights. The speed was same as on his squats, but luckily for him, we have no depth on deadlift.
Zdravko Petrov, Bulgaria, 260 kilos. Forecasted 4th, just training by 2.5. And I guess this is why Sipas from Lithuania has decided to bump out his opener just to be above Petrov by the end of the round.
Three white lights, good lift.
But I can still tip it, the coaching from Lithuania, just wanting the upper hand by the end of the round. Hopefully it's not too aggressive of a jump, because Petrov seems to have a lot of room on his deadlift. Lars Engelmonsen, Norway, opening at 265, PB deadlift of 300. Watch out, Baranik, you don't want to slip up.
If 300 kilo is his personal best, that might change the overall placings, or at least make him competitive. We'll see just in a couple of seconds how much might be his top end for this competition.
Yeah, that's a nice and easy first pull, and he is a very animated lifter. This was a calm version of Lars Engelmonsen during the deadlift. He's gonna be more and more amped up as the attempt go on. And he's gonna unleash the beast with the final pull. If an opportunity arises, he'll be ready to seize it. Vitaly Kolomiets, Ukraine, 282.5. Unfortunately, did not secure an attempt in the bench press event. He was forecasted to be at least second.
This will be definitely valuable experience for him.
I mean, he already has 16 years of experience. How much more do you want? Very solid first pull, 3 white lights.
Yeah, with deadlift he definitely proves 16 years of experience. But sometimes even the teacher might learn some new tricks.
Absolutely. But another thing is, it is hard to stay fully focused on the competition now that you know you won't be able to compete for final placings. But he has a shot at a deadlift medal, so might as well stay and put your hand in the game for 3 attempts. Mikola Baranik, Ukraine, 285. That's for 890 in total. No belt needed, 3 white lights, and he surpasses Mariusz Kotkowski of this morning flight in terms of best lifters ranking. That's 103.21 good lift points.
And it will be still increasing by every successful attempt he'll do on deadlift.
Next up is Naujus Sipas, Lithuania, 290 kilos, to be in 3rd position. He's deadlifted 312.5 in the past. Surely he can make this look like an opener.
And it's a free white lights good lift.
Yeah,
he will be deadlift specialist. What do you think, Alex, will be his top end for this competition?
What he needs for podium, that's just what he's going to load. It's not a question of top end, it's a question of what you need. As of right now, he tops out Petrov. He's in 3rd position overall. 2nd is Ingo Monson. 1st is Baranik. Those placing might get thrown around, but I'm pretty sure Baranik and Ingo Monson are safe in their respective position. But behind, Sipas and Petrov are gonna give us a good fight. Andrei Nikolai Ilimi opens the round. He retakes 180. He needs a cleaner lockout. I think that's proper extension of everything this time. 3 white lights, but yeah, I think I saw that right. He was cramping and limping off the platform last time around. I'm not sure he's going to be taking another deadlift.
I mean, he doesn't need to, because he is on the board with all 3 lifts. And I'm not sure if he might be competitive for better placings.
He'll be in 6th position anyways. Jan Trusar from Czechia, jumping 10, that's 230 kilos. 5th in the weight class, just looking to improve his total.
Fighting for a lockout.
But gentle on the way down. 3 white lights. That's 675.
The bar is loaded on the platform from Norway, Magnus Vapen.
Now to Team Norway and Magnus Vapen Langlete. It's a 15 kilo jump, 240 kilos. His 225 was lightning fast, to be honest. I don't think 240 kilos is going to be difficult. It could have been his opener had he scored a squat and was he fully focused on final placings. Yep.
You completely right, Alex. This could have been an opener. 3 white lights, no problem at all.
275 kilos for Slavko Petrov.
And I would have been afraid of another 15 kilo jump, maybe even 20 if he wants.
The bar is loaded, so the bar
Slavko Petrov, Bulgaria, 275, jumper 15. Let's try and put himself back in the podium. Three white lights, and there you have it. He's back on the podium above Sipas, but of course Sipas is yet to pull his second attempt.
Monsen representing Norway.
Next lifter out is Lars Ingo Monsen,
The bar is loaded.
287.5 as a second attempt to go from 5th to 2nd in the deadlift event of the 83s and to further extend silver overall.
That was a solid second attempt. He starts to unleash the beast you've spoken about, Alex.
I believe 300 is there on the day for sure, but he's gonna have to wait and see what Mikola Baranik does with 295 to see if he takes a shot at first overall or just looks for maybe a personal best deadlift. So 295 it is for Mikola, jump of 10. Three white lights, a good lift for Mikola, that's 900 kgs, and it seems like Lars Ingo Monsen and Team Norway had seen the future. They put in 312.5 for his final deadlift for 902.5. They fully believed that Baranik was capable of 900. Question is that a placeholder to try and decide what they're going to do, or they fully believe that Lars can pull 312.5? We'll have to wait and see. To close out the round, we have Vitaly Kolomiets and Noyus Sipas, 300 and 302.5. Two to one, a good lift. That red for lack of lockout is signaling the right knee that's slightly bent and supporting the bar.
302.5 kilos on the bar. Final attempt.
You might notice it on a replay.
Come on, Noyos. Come on, Lithuania.
Very subtle. 302.5 for Noyus Sipas to go from 3rd to 1st in the deadlift event, but more importantly from 4th to 3rd overall. The battle between Petrov and Sipas for 3rd continues.
So 3 white lights, good lift for Noyus. Now I'm wondering how much they need to load there. They have advantage of stronger deadlift, so they will definitely use it. They'll see if Petrov is capable of lifting 287.5.
He can change his deadlift twice until Our chief ref announces that the bar is loaded for him. So far he's announcing 287.5. If he feels like this is what he needs, he'll load just that. But he's not the one to overreach. He's in a tricky spot. Quick recap of the deadlift standings. In provisional bronze, it's Baranik. In provisional silver, it's Kolomiets. And in provisional gold, Sipas. Standings in the class, Petrov 4th, Sipas 3rd, Ingo Munson 2nd, and Baranik 1st. Jan Schuschar is back on the platform for 235, jump of 5 kilos. Lost balance above the knees.
He struggled a bit already on the second attempt with that lookout, but this time the weight of the bar was just a bit too much.
Now Team Norway and Magnus Vapen are looking to add another 15 to his deadlift. From 225 to 240 kilos to now 255. Just trying to end on a high note.
It's nice to see lifters not giving up after he suffered away from the Norway. He told me something in the warm-up area. Now pulling for 255 and locking it out. What about the lights? It's a free weight lights good lift.
Of course, not the best day, but a nice way to finish it on 255. Next up is Zdravko Petrov. He's decided to change his third attempt. He's dropped it by 2.5. It's going to be 285. He thinks that this is what he can pull and what he needs to pull to try and secure himself on the podium. Third overall is what he's shooting for. PB of 5 needed. You know what, Hansa? He might have had more.
And he's making things interesting. It's a free white lights good lift.
We have attempt change, guys, attempt change.
So of course we're gonna have an attempt change. Team Sipas is going to adapt. Ingo Munson has also dropped down his deadlift. He's not shooting for first position. They do not believe in the 312.5. Baranik from Ukraine is your new European champion in the 83s. But Lars Ingo Munson has one final pull. It's not the 300 we were hoping and dreaming for. It's 297.5. Let's see it. Jumping 10. Just one final pull for 87.5.
Try to fight for deadlift bronze medal. Provisionally, there's still 4 more attempts left after him.
Lars Ingo Munson.
And he's enjoying himself with 3 white lights and a good lift. Maybe he could have pulled 300 kilos.
No, yeah, 100%. It was there. But Team Norway not overreaching, just loading what they need at the moment for provisional deadlift bronze.
Because now things will get exciting.
Noyes Sipas, Lithuania 312.5 to match Petrov's total, to beat him on body weight to guarantee himself a podium finish in the 83s. But for that, he needs to match his personal best. It is by no means going to be easy. It's a 10 kg jump. And at the end of the competition, after 8 attempts, does he have the gas to pull himself onto the podium? Noyes, it is yours to lose. He doesn't have the gas. He cannot repeat his personal best. Bulgaria and Petrov have pulled a miracle. They are on the podium. 8:15 is what was needed from Petrov, and thankfully he dropped his attempt by 2.5, secured his at 285. He's your bronze medalist.
The bar is loaded on the platform from Ukraine.
Now bars loaded for Vitaly Kolomiets, the Ukrainian, shooting for deadlift gold, 315, jump of 15, but is deadlifting more in the past. PB deadlift of 322.5. 315 should be within his wheelhouse. But this is not the final pull. Mikola Baranik is the pull after Vitaly.
Unfortunately, this was just a little too much. Maybe also technical issue, and as expected, we have a temp change coming in.
Yeah, because Baranik has lot number advantage, so he can drop down to 315. And would you believe that, as it stands, Baranik is your champion already, but he's out of the deadlift podium. He's 4th in the class. This one is to go from 4th to 1st and push Lars Ingo Monsen out of the deadlift podium.
We'll see. Now it's his moment to claim also deadlift gold medal and extend his personal best by 2.5 kilos if he's successful.
Yeah, and a 20 kg jump is needed for that. I haven't seen a lot of 315 beltless in my days. But I've seen one today. Mikola Baranik drops the hammer. 3 white lights, a 920. He is the European champion, gold medalist in the squat, bronze medalist in the bench, gold medalist in the deadlift event. That's 4 medals for you. What a champion. Quick recap of the deadlift standings. Kolomiets, the Ukrainian, gets bronze with 300. With 302.5 is the Lithuanian Sipas that gets deadlift silver. And with 315 we just saw is Baranik, the Ukrainian, that gets deadlift gold. Final placings in the class. We were not expecting it, but he managed to do it. Zdravko Petrov from Bulgaria with 8:15 is on the podium. Vice champion Lars Ingo Monsen, the Norwegian, not his best day, 887.5, but still silver medalist. And European champion Mikola Baranik from Ukraine with 920. Once again, we're gonna have to hear the Ukrainian anthem. They're some of the best in the world on the equipped side, and we have a few things to learn from them. Thank you, Hansa, for this session. It was one of the best ones so far, but maybe one of the scrappiest so far too. A whole lot of lifters bombing out. Hopefully a different outcome for some lifters of Finland, for instance, tomorrow. The competition restarts at 11 in the morning. Some good rest for us. We'll be back for the best of the equipped powerlifting Europe. See you then.
Participation medals are presenting IPF President Bjorn Astad and IPF Secretary General Tetiana Melnik. Ladies and gentlemen, Kimberly Cowell from Great Britain has passed the exam and is receiving the first international referee category. Big round of applause for Kimberly Cowell. And we are moving on to the medals for the back squat. Squat bronze medal goes to Melody Darmon, France, 215 kilos. Squat silver medal goes to Catherine Hall, Great Britain, 215 kilos by light body weight. And squat gold medal goes to Larisa Solovyova, Ukraine, 225 kilos. Thank you, ladies. We are moving on to the medals for the bench press. Bench press bronze medal goes to Catherine Hall, Great Britain, 127.5 kilos. Bench press silver medal goes to Melody Darmon, France, 130 kilos. Bench press gold medal goes to Larisa Solovyova, Ukraine, 150 kilos. Thank you, ladies. We are moving on to the medals for the deadlift. Deadlift bronze medal goes to Sofia Raiha, Finland, 192.5 kilos. Deadlift silver medal goes to Ruth Wierhauser, Austria, 195 kilos. And deadlift gold medal goes to Larisa Solovyova, Ukraine, 210 kilos. Thank you, ladies. And we are moving on to the medals for the total. The 2026 European overall bronze medal in the 63 weight class goes to Melody Darmon, France, 520 kilos. Big round of applause for Melody. The 2026 European overall silver medal in the 63 weight class goes to Catherine Hall, Great Britain, 520 kilos by light body weight. Ladies and gentlemen, first place, gold medal. The 2026 European title in the 63 weight class goes to Larisa Solovyova, Ukraine, with an outstanding 585 kilos. Larisa Solovyova, 7-time European champion. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Ukraine. Thank you, ladies. Please follow the technical controller of the platform. Ladies and gentlemen, and get the ladies big round of applause for the participation of European Championships. Thank you, ladies. Next group is ready. Please welcome to the platform all participants, Open Men's 83 kilo class for the presentation of participation medals. Participation medals are presented EPF President Bjorn Astad and EPF Secretary General Tetiana Melnik. And we are moving on to the medals for the squad. Squad bronze medal goes to Lars Engård Monsen, Norway, 335 kilos. Squad silver medal goes to Vitaly Kolomiets, Ukraine, 355 kilos. And squad gold goes to Mykola Barannik, Ukraine, 360 kilos. Thank you, gentlemen. We are moving on to the medals for the bench press. Bench press bronze goes to Mykola Barannik, Ukraine, 245 kilos. Bench press silver medal goes to Andrei Nicolae Yeremia, Romania, 247.5 kilos. Bench press gold medal goes to Lars Engel Monsen, 255 kilos. Thank you, gentlemen. We are moving on to the medals for the deadlift. Deadlift bronze medal goes to Vitaly Kolomyts, Ukraine, 300 kilos. Deadlift silver medal goes to Nojus Sipas, Lithuania, 302.5 kilos. And deadlift gold medal goes to Mykola Barannik, Ukraine, 315 kilos. Thank you, gentlemen. We are moving on to the medals for the total. The 2026 European overall bronze medal in the 83 weight class goes to Zdravko Petrov, Bulgaria, 815 kilos. The 2026 European overall silver medal in the 83 weight class goes to Lars Engel Monsen, Norway, 887.5 kilos. Ladies and gentlemen, first place, gold medal, the 2026 European title in the 83 weight class goes to Mykola Barannik, Ukraine, 920 kilos. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Ukraine. Congratulations to the medalists of the Open Men's 83 kilo class. Thank you, gentlemen. And please follow the technical controller of the platform. Ladies and gentlemen, get the gentlemen big round of applause for the participation of European Championships. Thank you, gentlemen.